in Toms Brook, Virginia, and we're visiting Shenandoah Spice Company. I'm joined by owners Josh Burrow and Nick Crable. Guys, thank you so much for having us out today.
Thank you. Thank you.
So give us some background on Shenandoah Spice Company. How did you guys come to be?
I'm a trained chef. Nick is a butcher, and we're avid outdoorsmen. We were floating down the Shenandoah River, which is less than a mile away from here, and we were talking about this store and what the store needed. And we saw the need for seasoning his protein that he sells. And
this store, Nick, is your family's butcher shop, basically,
yes.
the retail portion.
Yep, grandfather started it, and just a small country store.
All right, so you decided that the store needed some spicing up.
needed something to season the meat. And we
Okay.
started out with three blends. That was 8 years ago. And we're up to just under 50 now, different blends.
50 different blends. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Just customer requests, just we love tasting, trying new things, so it's just an evolution, you know, starting off with a good base when we decided to, hey, we're going to do this, and ultimately just expansion.
So you kind of listen to the customers and say, have you ever had people request, hey, why don't you make something that goes with this? Or
It's probably half of our blends from that.
Past work contacts, you know, you've got some of your Southwestern recipes from people that are from that area. Yeah, definitely working in kitchens, growing up around kitchens, just constantly tasting, changing, and yeah.
So you started in 2006.
With three blends.
With 3 blends. So what's been your growth rate now in 7 years?
So the first 2 or 3 years, it was more of a hobby for us. We would do like a beer festival here and there. And then we started doing farmers markets and saw the potential. And we saw that we could really take this to the next level. And so we've been doing farmers markets now for about 5 years. And each year we're slowly adding new blends. And it's from customer requests. It's from ideas that we have that we want to share with the world.
As far as the growth of the customers, the friends, the people we're getting to know, other companies that are coming up beside us, you know, and some of that relationship camaraderie, hey, you know, just tips, like I said, just simple, just conversation and hands-on.
Right.
It's, and people, like Virginia, it just seems like so many people are willing to help. I mean, it's unique to be in a business and then also that open about your business. And hey, if you need help, you know, we get a lot of that.
So where do you get your raw ingredients from? Everything you do is blended. You know, you don't sell just sage. Everything you do is a special blend. So where do you get all the ingredients for those blends?
All around the world. We try to buy U.S. as much as possible, but there's some spices you can't grow in the climate of the continental United States. So we're buying from the islands and whatnot, but we're basically dealing with large importers in America.
And then, like I said, sourcing through American companies that are owned, and they've kind of got their sourcing down, and we've spec'd ours out to be like this variety here. Working with buyers and different things there on basically what we like out of that ingredient, like breaking it down to the simplest level.
Okay.
And then starting to build a blend from that. So.
But you did mention you do have a couple suppliers from Virginia, right?
Virginia, Pennsylvania, Alabama. Yeah, like I said, there's some of them are family owned for 3, 4, 5 generations. Some are, obviously the spice trade's been around for hundreds of years. So
right.
Just a lot of great companies out there to work with.
So what sets Shenandoah Spices apart from any other spices I might pull off the shelf at the grocery store?
Freshness.
Fresh.
We are easily a year fresher than what you're going to buy in a grocery store. We mix everything, hand blend everything, and it's out the door within a month.
Okay.
We're that to the store. We're hand delivering, so it is like a direct source per se when you deal with us. It's not going through a broker or other people that stock, hold inventory, stuff like that. So we're able to just small batches, a lot of quality.
Okay.
So keep it flowing that way right now on a small scale.
So you mentioned flow of the process. So let's take, for example, Irby barbecue blend. What's the turnaround time, and what is your process for making this particular blend, for example?
So when we see our inventory getting low, we'll place an order of spices just for that blend. So we'll order in our paprika, our salts, our French herbs that we put in that, and we'll mix it all in one humongous batch. A big batch for us is, let's say, 100 pounds
Okay.
at a time. But we could do that multiple times for a mixed session. And then when we're done with that, we put it into the tins, close to seal the tin, package it in our cases, and it's ready to go.
Hey, do you like this video? Click the like button and let us know, and subscribe to WVPT Public Media. Wow. Now you say it's ready to go. So how do you distribute your product?
We
Ourselves, we're
Just you.
huge
we're
do-it-yourselfers.
But you also have online sales as well, correct?
Yep. So, of course, the Postal Service, UPS, standard household shipping services. So they're pretty convenient for everybody. So we do that too.
Okay. How do you keep your products consistent? Because I think that's always the backbone for longevity of a product.
And that's the hard part.
It
If you're
is.
working in a restaurant or anything, that's the hard part, is staying consistent. So we try to buy from the same company. So we'll try to buy our rosemary from the same provider. But then sometimes it's hard. And if we have to buy from somebody else, we'll make a test batch, see how it tastes like, if it's really what we want.
So basically, keeping our hands on it. We know what we like. These recipes came from just tweaking and
Trial and
evolution.
error, and you
so,
guys-
and like I say, you can see slight differences in color. You know, a touch more of this, a little bit of that. No different making an apple pie at home. It's going to be, you're going to have different specs every time you go to make it. But when you finish that final product, it's good. So I think keeping our hands on it, keeping it in-house, doing it ourselves, really helps keep that quality control.
So where do you guys sell the majority of your product?
We're in mom and pops throughout the state, Maryland, and our big customer right now is Whole Foods.
Okay.
Whole Foods has treated us very well, and we're slowly expanding within their stores. But we do farmers markets, we'll do festivals.
So a lot of just hands-on, you know, events in the public's eye, trying to meet and greet. This is where we've gotten a lot of these recipe ideas.
And it seems to me that you guys like that. I think you like talking to the public and meeting people and maybe
Because
hearing
we're
some
passionate
ideas.
about our product, yeah, of course. Every farmer's market I do, we have somebody that comes up to us and say, "Oh, we've had that. It's amazing. I put it on everything." That makes you feel so good. You get goosebumps sometimes, and it's awesome.
That's
And
great.
pumpkin seeds, roasting pumpkin seeds to, you know, right on down to that 7-course meal that they had, or, you know, I put it on my popcorn, and, you know, just simple little reinforcements to what we've been
Those
doing.
little things.
Now, you're a chef, Josh, by trade. So, do you ever suggest recipes, or have you ever thought about doing maybe a recipe book based on Shenandoah spices?
We thought about it, but with the internet, I think recipe books are kind of
Yeah.
on their way out. We definitely are going to post more recipes on our website. And yes, if anyone, say they have our Irby barbecue, if they want a recipe from us, all they have to do is ask, and I will write them a recipe just for them.
Wow. Okay, so there you have it. Just write and ask Josh for a recipe.
Yep. And like I said, well, same with working around food, just you're constantly working with the public, or in here, I wait on people face to face. It's almost like I'm a personal butcher for a second.
Your all's backgrounds, you've married those two together. So you're two, you know, best buds growing up together here in Toms Brook. And you found a way to take both of your backgrounds and make them work in your own company. And that's like the American dream.
And
You
we're
guys
having
are doing
fun.
it. And
It
you're
is.
having fun.
It's work and fun, yes.
So you're in Virginia, Maryland, and DC.
For the most part, a little bit of West Virginia, and yeah,
So you're expanding. What do you plan to go further?
of course.
Head north, head south, and eventually west.
Take over the East Coast and then
Yeah.
move west from there?
Yep, and then have a facility out there.
There you go.
But yeah, definitely just, I feel like we just meet customers out about doing what we're doing, so it's part of that fun too, where, hey, we're going out to do this event, which is cool, and then we're going to meet some people. Next thing you know, we've met this person that, you know, and it just snowballs. We're kind of getting that effect, and all around, it's just been a good just helping us grow. So.
Do you have a favorite? Nick, I'll start with you. Do you have a favorite of your blends?
I do. It's the steak seasoning. It's one of the first 3 we started with. Coarse, chunky, salt, pepper, onion, garlic, couple herbs, what else do you need? You know, and steak, chicken, across the board, my favorite.
Good enough.
Great on the roasted potatoes.
And roasted potatoes. Okay. Josh, how about you? Do you have a favorite?
I go through phases, but I always go back to our Island Jerk blend. Fantastic on slow roasted chicken, out in the smoker or in the oven. It's great on shrimp scampi too. But
Sweet potatoes.
I always tend to go back to the Island Jerk.
Okay.
But
Little Caribbean feel to it.
definitely Caribbean feel, and we've had a few actual Jamaicans come up and say, hey, spot on. So that
Wow.
makes you feel good too.
Hey, you must be doing it right if they say you're doing it right.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about working with a local brewery, Devil's Backbone.
Great company.
Give us the story behind that.
We met at a local fair in Whole Foods and started talking to the GM, and I was more interested in his facility and like what they're really doing. And then we started talking about the spices and how I'm completely ignorant when it comes to brewing beer. And he was explaining to me that some beers, they put spices in it. I'm like, well, hey,
Hey, how about that?
we have spices. And a couple months passed, and then they contacted us for a seasonal brew of theirs, their Pumpkin Hunter, which is
Okay.
their October beer.
So interesting. All right. So you've actually expanded into beer now. So that's pretty cool. And also local. I mean, you're saying, you're providing a local Virginia company with local spices.
And I think that's what they're about and what they want to do. And it's that whole part, Virginia's agriculture, I think, kind of has that, they're proud
It's a
and
great
want to
state.
deal as close as we can. So,
Yep. A partnership with everybody.
right. In this day and age the commute, an hour commute somewhere used to be, where now people sit in their cars for an hour on the Beltway trying to get home. So,
Right.
local, I think, has kind of expanded per se. And it's definitely, never thought we'd be dealing with a brewery.
No.
It's, and an awesome one at that. So it's
That's
just
great.
part of that
It's our
reaffirming.
personal favorite beer now.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah, same with the historic landmarks and just different opportunities that come up because we're doing what we're doing and cross paths, and it's that whole just starting that relationship.
So if our viewers are interested in trying out your spices, where do they go?
ShenandoahSpiceCompany.com. They can order online. We ship all over the universe. We're also on Facebook if you want to see what's happening with us, what's new and going on.
Okay.
And then our website also has our customer list.
Yep, all throughout Virginia. If you're check out your location, check our list. Hopefully something crosses over there. If not, contact us directly. But hopefully we're out there. We're trying to get out there.
Okay, well, great. Well, good luck to you guys. I
Thank
think
you.
you're on your way and you've got a great product.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
so much.